Hello, my name is Felix Ortiz, and today's topic is about the impact the Internet of Things has on privacy and security of the people of the United States. More specifically, the question I will be answering is to what extent has to what extent has the Internet of Things affected the security and privacy of the United States society? Well, the answer put simply is that it has caused many negative effects by granting easy access to hackers in order to access this technology, and it's also influencing different companies to sell private information of people. Now, as I stated before, one of the main problems the Internet of Things brings with it is hackers. Hackers are people who use computers to gain unauthorized access to data. However, hackers can do much more than simply harm, much more harm than simply accessing data. Hackers also have the ability to control some of the things they hack. For example, there have been instances of people who actually have their cameras in their own home hacked. And they also have their security panels hacked. So the hackers can deactivate them, activate them. And sometimes when you get the really advanced security systems, the thermostat and the carbon monoxide things are all connected to that. So if they disable something like that, that's really dangerous. It can actually harm many people. And hacking is actually more common than you think. There have been many instances of hackers like growing and growing over the past years with the more technology that there is, which makes this issue much more prominent. And also, hackers can gain access to almost anything with technology. Anything that has a microphone, a camera, or stores any sort of data can be hacked easily. Sorry. Which there also another problem is companies selling information. Basically, how this works is that when you go onto the internet and sign up for something to make an account on a website, usually when you go to the account, you allow the company to have access to your personal information. And most of the time, they say that it will be kept only to suit your needs on this website and or not to be sold to other companies. For example, there are some companies that actually sell your data for good reasons, like showing you coupons that you might be interested in, and showing you to different websites that actually might be convenient for you in your life, right? But there are others that actually sell them to third-party organizations. As you can see in that little chart in the in the bottom right, there says risk data. Those are the websites that actually sell your information to third-party companies, which after that, it's no longer their problem. And it could actually become really dangerous because there are many cases where identity theft actually goes through those few websites. As you can see, ID Analytics, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, all of those different websites are all risky websites that actually store your data and can be sold to third-party companies without you even knowing. So now I would just like to mention, for example, a retailer would be, a retailer would be able to keeping track of all the emails it sends you, and whether you click on any of the links inside the email, it tracks your visits to its site and any purchase in a store if the retailer, say, has a loyalty card program. Now, there is a solution. However, it's not as simple as one might think. You see, before we go into what the solution is, let's actually take a look at what exactly hackers have done to our society. Americans lose $15 billion annually due to identity theft. 1 in 36 mobile phones had high-risk apps in 2018. Like I said before, those high-risk apps could be linked to those websites in order where they sell your information to third-party companies. And it takes 196 days on average to identify a data breach. Now, what is the solution to this problem? Well, simply upgrade. We have to upgrade our technology. Now, of course, the only way to upgrade is to put more funding into different research centers in order for us to actually be able to upgrade our technology, in order for it to be more safer and much more secure for people. Now, the only problem with this solution is, one, technology is limited to our time, and two, the money for these upgrades won't exactly be cheap. It takes it takes a lot of money for these upgrades to occur. Thank you. That's it. What questions do you have?
I was waiting for that. All right, I do have 2 questions for you. Simple enough. First question. Let's talk about your research question. Tell me how it evolved through the whole process of from your first idea to what it ended up being.
Right. So well, my first idea was actually pretty much the same question that I have now. It's the privacy and security, how it's affected how Internet of Things has affected privacy and security. But at first, I wanted to do only homes, like what it's done to people's homes, instead of like what it's actually done as a whole on the internet and like globally, right? But first, it started off with how does the Internet of Things affect security and privacy in people's homes, and then it evolved to what I have now, which is how has it affected just in general the United States society.
Okay, and if you had more time, what additional research would you do?
If I had more time, I would definitely do more research on how many hackers there are, because I stated before that hacking is more common than one might think, but it was very hard to actually find an exact number or some sort of increasing percentage in order for me to see how many hackers there actually are out there in the world.